Hello guys and welcome back to Odnan FCB. Honestly, right now it really feels like Barcelona are entering one of the most important transfer windows we've had in years. Because this summer is not just about adding depth pieces or bringing in squad players. This summer is about replacing one of the greatest number 9s the club has ever had in Robert Lewandowski. And that changes everything. Barcelona now have to make a massive decision about the future of the attack. Do you go for a younger player with long-term potential? Do you gamble on somebody who still needs development, or do you go after somebody that is already proven at the highest level and can immediately come in and perform from day one? And honestly, that's why the names we're hearing now feel completely different compared to previous transfer windows. These are not small rumours anymore. These are serious names. These are players that could walk into almost any top team in Europe and start immediately. And one of those names now being heavily linked again with Barcelona is Lautaro Martínez. According to reports coming out of Italy, Barcelona have already made contact regarding Lautaro Martínez, and honestly, this is not the first time his name has appeared around the club either. A few years ago, Lautaro was already heavily linked with Barca as the potential replacement for Luis Suarez, and now, once again, with Robert Lewandowski leaving, his name is back on the table. And honestly, when you really think about it, Lautaro would probably start for almost every top club in Europe right now. He's been one of the leaders of Inter Milan for years, he's the captain, he's the face of the project, and he's consistently delivered both in Serie A and internationally with Argentina. This is not a small profile player, this is a massive name. And honestly, I completely understand why Barcelona are looking at him seriously, because after Lewandowski's departure, Barca do not only need talent, they need immediate impact. They need guaranteed performance, and Lautaro absolutely gives you that feeling. Now, obviously, the biggest question would be the price, because Inter are not going to let their captain leave easily. That is the difficult part here. But from a football perspective, honestly, Lautaro fits Barcelona extremely well. One thing I really like about him is how complete he is as a striker. He scores goals consistently, but he also gives you so much outside the box. His link-up play is excellent, his movement is intelligent, his pressing intensity is very high, and honestly there are moments where he reminds you a little bit of Luis Suarez. Not necessarily because they are identical players, but because of the aggression, the intensity, the back-to-goal play, and the way he fights constantly against defenders. And honestly, under Hansi Flick, I think Lautaro could thrive, because Flick clearly wants a striker that presses aggressively, connects well with the team, but most importantly, scores goals consistently. And Lautaro checks all of those boxes. Now, there are still some doubts, of course. Some people feel like maybe Lautaro's absolute best years have already passed. Others point to the fact that his numbers this season were not completely explosive compared to some other elite strikers. But context matters too. Inter still won titles, Lautaro remained one of their most important players, and honestly, he is still only 28 years old. That's still a very strong age for a striker. You're not signing someone who is already 32 or 33 years old and close to retirement. You're still getting a player that can immediately perform for several years. And honestly, I think that is exactly what Barcelona are searching for right now. Because yes, Juan Pedro is younger. Yes, Julián Álvarez is a massive talent. But Lautaro gives you something very different. He gives you experience. He gives you leadership. He gives you proven elite level performances year after year. And honestly, if Barcelona truly want to remain competitive immediately after Lewandowski leaves, Lautaro is absolutely the kind of signing that makes sense. Now obviously, financially this deal would not be easy at all. Inter would demand a huge fee, and Barcelona still have to manage the entire one-for-one financial situation. So this is definitely not a simple operation. But the fact that contacts have reportedly already been made tells you that Barcelona are seriously exploring the possibility. And honestly, this feels different compared to some of the other rumours we've seen recently. This is a real elite striker. Now I want to know your opinions. If you had to choose between Lautaro Martínez, Juan Pedro, and Julián Álvarez, who would you choose as Barcelona's next number 9? And do you think Lautaro still has his best football ahead of him? Or do you think Barcelona should focus on younger options instead? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're enjoying the content and still not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.